hate long intros, so let's just get into this. I'm doing an unboxing of a new pair of rollerblades I got, or I should say inline skates, because they're not actually by rollerblade. I got a pair of the Remz HR 2.0. And I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this stuff. I used to rollerblade, or I used to skate when I was a kid, and I stopped probably around 2003. The last pair that I had were these USD Kevin Gillen, I think that's how you say his name, that I got around probably 2001, and I discovered that we have a skate park not far from here, and I just popped these on to see if I could still skate at all, and if I could still drop in, do things. And about 20 minutes in, not on this one, but on this one over here, the buckle just snapped off, and so I didn't get to try them out for too long. And then I started researching to see, what it would cost to get this buckle fixed, which wasn't a lot at all, honestly. And I did order a replacement piece for it. But in my search, I discovered a lot has changed. A lot of people are doing bigger wheels now. These are 58s. So I wanted to see, what it's like to skate with a bigger wheel, just to skate with new skates, honestly. That's something that's not beat up and something that wasn't made a long time ago. I know the tech has changed quite a bit, and not at all at the same time. These are still UFS compliant, and so are the new ones. Anyways, I said I hate long intros, and yet here I am rambling. So let's get into it. I got the box right here. Ordered these a few days ago. One of the reasons I actually went ahead and made the jump was just because eBay had a deal going on where they had 20% off of everything off of their website. So it's like, you know what? It's kind of meant to be. So these are normally $300. I got them for $239. And hopefully they're the right size. All the reviews that I saw and everything said to buy a size up, and people that actually left reviews after buying them, their only complaint was that they were too small. So, I mean, that's kind of on them. Not really, the manufacturer's fault. There we go. So, just a plain old box, nothing really going on here, which is fine. I mean, it's just a box, so who really cares? And, alright, so these things are not put together, which is fine. I just haven't, put anything. I haven't put a pair of skates together in forever. Wow, these do not move, huh? Yeah, so these are the frames right here. We got ground control wheels and the anti-rocker setup. So this will be my first time skating anti-rocker, other than my wheel just falling off on these, which is not quite the same. But yeah, it'll be kind of nice. I mean, I was never really good with grinds, honestly. So this will kind of help, just because, the wheel's not going to stick on there. We'll see if I get that far. Cool. Let's check out the boot. And then on these, actually, so these are Kevin Gillen USD skates. However, the liner is the Solomon liner from the skates that I had prior to that. And apparently Solomon doesn't exist anymore in the inline world, so that was my way of customizing those back in the day. Oh, that's definitely nice looking. Yeah, so like I said, I don't really know much about this stuff, and part of the reason I even went with these, I'll be honest, is just because they look kind of cool and they look like, something I would have skated back in the day. They do not have a buckle on them. It is some sort of strap. However, you can add a buckle. So, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and try to put the boot on, see how it fits. I know it seems kind of like, I mean, it seems like it, but inline skating definitely did take a dive there for quite some time. I mean, I know I stopped skating for my own personal reasons, and everything I see online now is similar to my own situation where it's like hit 30 years old and it's just gives you a sense of nostalgia, and all of a sudden you start getting back into it, and you know, in between, or I have no idea, to be honest with you. Let me do some research really quick. Alright, so I just got to the skate park. It's 6:23 a.m. Went to Walmart and got a helmet, and it does not fit very well, but it's all they had, so it's better than nothing. So let's see what happens here. So this is what the closest skate park to me looks like. I ate shit over here, so this is why we have a helmet today. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad. So it's about 7:30 right now. I look super cool in this helmet. I don't have scissors, so I couldn't get the little plastic things off the top. Yeah. So I'm just grabbing some water really quick. Take this thing off. So I definitely like the skates. The only difference I really notice is the anti-rockers, because I've never had anti-rockers before. And it's kind of nice whenever you're just rolling over, like, I don't know, like a little pyramid or something. And when you get to the top, usually, you know, you still have to wait for your other wheels to roll over. But with these, it just kind of like, kadunk, just slides over, no problem. And you know, even when I was rollerblading, I was definitely more into like vert style stuff. I always preferred, you know, half pipes and ramps, and like I preferred aerial tricks, misty flips, stuff like that. I was never really good at grinds, so I just hid behind my misty flips. That was my go-to, and usually if you do a misty flip, people were impressed enough to where they didn't really ask you to do anything else. They just assumed you were good. So and the whole point of that being that I was actually surprised that this being the first day back in like 15 years that I was even able to jump onto a ledge or jump onto like that little mini practice rail, because even back in the day I sucked at that. So yeah, so the point being that I think the anti-rockers actually help very well. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get wax and to wax this, like wax up the ledges and stuff that, you know, that I'm trying to hit up. Because there's definitely some spots that were sticking, but I'm not sure if they're sticking because I just have, you know, not proper form while I try to, you know, get back into this, or if I was doing it correctly and it just needed wax. So if you know, please let me know in the comments below. Because if that's the case, I'll go ahead and grab some wax next time. Yeah. But yeah, let's get back out there and skate a little bit more. I don't know how much I have left in me.
just because I am getting tired, but you know, let's do it. Sorry, I'm not going to do that transition. I know a lot of people love doing that. Skates are definitely starting to feel a little loose, like at the top where my ankles are. Which is kind of crazy considering just how tight they were when I first put them on. But they've had time to loosen up, or well, they've had time to heat up, I guess. And just like anything, they've broken in now. And I think size 11 was still the correct choice, so I don't know if this applies to all Remz, but definitely buy a size up. And also, buy your helmets before you get to the skate park. That way you don't have to look like an idiot with these things on there. Okay, so it's what, 9 o'clock now. We've been at the skate park for about 2.5 hours, and of course, anytime I do anything, it wasn't recording, but I went up that same ramp that got me last time, but I'll be honest, I mean, I went at it with some speed this time, so and that's the thing, is my body still very much knows how to pump, like, and when to pump, so getting speed is not a problem. Like, I can still get speed, I can get up there. The problem is knowing what to do with that speed. So I hit the ramp and went up it, and just, instead of just, like, doing a 180 and coming back down, I like made a noob mistake, did the 180 but kind of launched myself forward. So when I launched myself forward, I just came down, smacked down right on my knee and on my elbow, and I kept saying, like, man, like some elbow pads and some knee pads would be great right now, because I'd feel a lot more confident in, you know, just trying stuff. Because the one thing with rollerblades, unlike a skateboard or even partially BMX or definitely a scooter, is that there's no bailing. You can't bail. so I ate shit, yeah. It definitely hurt at the time. My knee's a little, like, achy now, but it doesn't feel like I fell on it. It just feels like, you know, I worked out too much. My ego's definitely a little hurt and bruised. I was already thinking, I think it's time to go, but I was just having a lot of fun, so, and really, when you fall, you should get back up and keep going at it. You shouldn't, you know, be like, all right, that's it, I'm done for the day, but that's it, I'm done for the day. So, let's go home, and, let's just finish up this review. So, one thing is, you can definitely tell what foot I'm dominant on. Like, this is all scratched up, where I was doing all my grinds and whatnot. But I know there's a video of, I think his name is Anders something, and he said that he cut this part of his, and it's already kind of pre-cut, to do like a V-cut. And I'm curious about that myself, only because the one part that hurt was like right here, right where my foot sat right there. I was just pushing up against it pretty hard. So that was starting to feel a little sore after a while. And the only other thing I can say that kind of confused me a little bit, or that I just wasn't too, excited about, is that these wheels kept squeaking, for one. And then the other video he does mention that he changed his out to some God's wheels, and he said it's because these made noise. And I thought it was more of a like clunking noise, but if he's talking about the squeaking noise, I definitely noticed that they definitely squeak a lot, and there's not much grip towards the end, at least. I think once they started getting a little dirty, it wasn't happening a lot, but they would kind of like slip out from under my feet, and that's not something that should be happening, in my opinion. So that's luckily an easy fix. It's just a matter of getting new wheels, but I don't really want to get new wheels. So otherwise, these are great. Again, not much to compare them to. They were speedy enough for me, and yeah. I'm gonna order some knee pads online. The only ones at Walmart were like kid size, and I didn't want to risk it. So I figured my knees could take a spill, my elbows could take a spill, my head not so much. We got the helmet. But yeah, so that's it. I appreciate you watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I know my videos are all over the place. One week I'm cooking, the next week I'm rollerblading, so it's kind of hard to get like a base audience. But yeah, if you have any ideas for videos, please let me know in the comments below. 2Q's out.